It all comes down to this one game. It's Game 7 here in round 2, and it's right here on 2K Sports. Welcome, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Toronto Raptors. For the Raptors, they've turned the tables, dodging elimination with a crucial Game 6 victory on the road. Now they find themselves in the driver's seat, looking to finish the job. Well, being the higher seed and at home in this Game 7, are they going to be feeling even more pressure, Shaq, given the expectation for taking the series?
They will certainly have more pressure on them to win, Ernie. I think if things are close late, they will definitely feel that pressure. The key, Ernie, is to build an early lead and to keep it.
Well, the crowd will help build momentum in the game, but, this is exactly why you fight for home court advantage during the season. So you have these opportunities to win on your home court.
That is it for us here as we send you to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. The Eastern Conference Semifinals, Game 7. The Toronto Raptors have reached the final destination. An epic journey is nearly complete. The opportunity to win the ultimate prize in a series that will go the distance. They must bring all they can muster against the 76ers. It's all come down to Game 7 of the conference semifinals. Up next.
2K Sports presents Thursday Night of the NBA. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. It's Toronto. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Fultz and Redick are in the backcourt together. The young stars, Simmons and Embiid at the 4 and 5. And it's Covington in at the 3.
Boy, Kyle Lowry can be so creative sometimes. You think the window's too tight, but he finds a way.
The Raptors shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. One shot.
There are differing opinions as to who the best defensive player in the league is, but no matter what, Kawhi is always in the discussion.
Now here's Redick. Outside, Simmons. Valanciunas grabs the board. Outside Lowry. Back to Ibaka. To the inside. Kicks it out to Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Philadelphia grabs the miss. They lost their last game on Tuesday.
No other way to put it. Defense was awful. Completely uninspired at that end of the floor.
Well, completely agree. I thought their defensive effort was awful. But the reality is, Greg, you can't turn it over that many times and expect to win.
Here's Lowry after J.J. Redick's bucket. Inside, and Kawhi Leonard hit the slam.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Head. Good.
Just an amazing feel for the game. Simmons is so gifted at reading the floor.
The Raptors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Lowry looking around. In the corner, Ibaka with it. Green against Redick.
6 on the shot clock. Embiid with the steal. Ibaka against Simmons. They now take the lead. Reddick's got his second basket of the game.
Outstanding pass. He reads the play as it develops, and his lead pass is absolutely perfect.
Three-pointer, Lowry, and he's good on the three ball.
What a fluid perimeter game. Kyle Lowry, a consistent threat from deep.
Simmons against Ibaka. They get it back. Nice feed from Valanciunas.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
There's Green with the three, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Here's Simmons. Good on the short little jump shot. Simmons got his first basket of the night.
And what skill from Simmons. A total genius at reading the defense and exploiting them in the paint.
Now here is Lowry. Outside, Green. 6 to shoot. Here's Ibaka. He's off on that one. And it's Philadelphia the other way. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Reddick passes to Simmons. Rebound by the Raptors.
He's fighting it in this quarter. Hasn't been able to get into any sort of groove.
Here's Valanciunas. Lets the three fly. Second chance shot, and the layup is good.
Well, Jonas Valanciunas has the instincts, the size, and the smarts to go ahead and take advantage of those missed shots and create them into points.
Now, here's Fultz. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I got a chance to talk to Brett Brown, and just being relaxed in this atmosphere is going to be difficult. He knows that. And he hopes that that nervous energy his players have translates into extra effort. We'll see if they can be aggressive enough tonight to win the series on the road. Kevin?
Thanks, David. And it's a completely new group for Toronto. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Johnson, he's checked in for Embiid. Sharch comes in for Simmons. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Fultz. And slam dunk by Sharch.
Well, terrific instincts. Amir Johnson feeling out the defense, slices them apart with his passing ability.
There's Van Vliet. He's covered by McConnell. Pass to Miles. And stolen by McConnell. And here we go. Sharch all alone. And slam dunk by Sharch.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, and he was so quick to break on that one. A good sign that he read the play.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
McConnell gets to Sharch. Knocked away. There's Van Vliet. No points in the game hit for him.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And so it's McConnell with it. They'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Trailing by 5. Johnson outside. Back to McConnell. Pass to Sharch. 6 on the shot clock. That one goes in. Sharch has got 6 points.
Boy, you cannot leave him alone like that. Good form on the fadeaway jumper.
Van Vliet looking around. Here's Miles. And C.J. Miles with the slam.
How about C.J. Miles with the throwdown? Such an athletic guy. Gets off the ground so quickly.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now, here's McConnell. Johnson outside. Passes to Chandler. That one falls. Coming off off the Johnson feet. Chandler's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Toronto, they've gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage any night. And Siakam has it in the corner. Here's Miles. A high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Raptors lead by 2. We'll take a quick break and get you back to the action.
I like to do all those little things, running up and down, blocking shot, straight to floor, making open shot, rolling the basket, screen, those dirty work. I like to do it.
And Ibaka, Greg, a great complimentary play.
And you like his combination of size and skill, able to impact the game at both ends on a high level.
And thanks for joining us once more as we get set to continue our coverage of the Eastern Conference Semis. Taking a look here at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What have they been doing or not doing, in your opinion?
I love the fact that they're getting so many of their points at the rim. Just a solid first period.
Look, Greg, playing bully basketball on the block. Every opportunity they've wanted at the rack, they've got it.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, T.J. McConnell is out there with J.J. Redick. Then it's Dario Saric. Then it's Wilson Chandler. And it's Muscala in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Chandler outside. Shot clock at 6. And McConnell gets it to go. McConnell's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the 76ers. Now here's Wright. Tight defense on him. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the 76ers making a change here. Fultz is checked in. McConnell passes to Fultz. Saric outside. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Yeah, his instincts are on display here. Fultz, a really good passer, excels at setting up teammates for easy looks.
And there's the pass to Anunoby. Fires the 3. Good on the triple.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Well, I love how personal this thing is getting. You train a 3 on me, anything you can do, I can do better.
Now here's Fultz. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And the shot goes in. And the 76ers lead by 2.
Yeah, and Fultz is a capable shooter. I like seeing him get going here in that mid-range.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Both teams changing it up here. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Lowry with the ball. Now guarded by Simmons. Leonard with the bucket.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball.
Now here's Simmons. To the middle. Intense shot. Lost contact on the shot. And now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
So what an incredible effort from Simmons, using his length so well when he's hitting the boards.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. That's good from Simmons. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Lowry kicks to Ibaka. Leonard against Covington. Lowry from outside. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Lowry's got the game tied up here for Toronto.
Oh, my goodness. Almost no space to get that jumper off. But Lowry, he doesn't need a ton of space.
Simmons passes to Fultz. 76ers moving the ball around. Count that one. Simmons got 5 points in the quarter.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Lowry against Simmons. Leonard. score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed one of his 5 shots tonight.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low. And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Lowry kicks to Leonard. The dish to Valanciunas. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
But, Kevin, this guy's been adept at finding ways to finish inside. Jonas Valanciunas doesn't miss many of these chances. Give him an opportunity, he'll deliver.
Now, here's Fultz. And it's Simmons. That time on the assist from Fultz. And that's 11 points for Ben Simmons. And so Lowry will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. He kicks to Leonard. Six to shoot. Around Jay. That one's not going to go. And Philadelphia the other way now. No one near Fultz as he lets it go. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Toronto's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Ibaka, no luck.
Not the kind of strong finish it should have been. Something threw him off.
That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
I just love the heart of Simmons. Doesn't matter what the D throws his way. He's still able to complete the play.
Leonard finds Valanciunas, and the dunk by Valanciunas.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Yeah, with the score this tight, someone has to come over and take the charge, or at least contest the shot.
And Philadelphia calls time here. A new group in now for the Raptors. Siakam is checked in for Ibaka. C.J. Miles comes in for Leonard. Anunoby, he's checked in for Green. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Kyle Lowry. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Amir Johnson's checked in for Embiid. Saric comes in for Muscala. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Markelle Fultz. Now, here's Miles after Ben Simmons' miss. Siakam passes to Valanciunas. Here's Anunoby with the second effort. And Valanciunas with the layup. Valanciunas has got 8 points.
Oh, easy putback. No one got a body on him.
Boy, I'll tell you, Greg, that's just inexcusable. All they had to do was box him out. They learned a lesson the hard way in that instance.
Here's VanVleet, guarded by Simmons. Here's Valanciunas. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Now, here's McConnell. He's guarded closely. Pass to Simmons. He's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
You just have to be more careful with Simmons. So brilliant at throwing the D off guard.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. And the first one drops.
And the Australian Simmons, a star in the making, folks. Thanks really in part to that tremendous skill set to go along with that gigantic frame.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. It's been all about Jonas Valanciunas for Toronto. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Jonas Valanciunas, you have been in the zone so far. What has your approach been down low in the paint?
I'm just playing my game. Kyle Lowry doing a great job passing the ball, so, it's good to play like that.
Starts with inside-out play, right? Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. Welcome to our postseason halftime show. Ernie Johnson along with the Diesel and the Jet. For the Raptors, they're 1/2 away from finally moving on in this series. The pressure of Game 7 may be weighing heavily on them, and they've still got their work cut out in the second half, but they're in a pretty good position. And let's get your thoughts, big fella, on the Raptors.
Well, Ernie, I'm not even a player anymore, but I'm not happy with the soft defense they have. Full of holes, allowing over 60% shooting. Ridiculous, fellas. It's amazing that they're still in this game. I think it's going to come down to how bad they want it. I even want it. Ernie, sign me on a 10-day contract right now.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Philadelphia?
Well, there was a big spark from the bench in the first half. Sometimes you're hoping for your reserves to come in and just hold court, but they didn't do that. They actually got better.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
The evening commute has plenty of people on the move here tonight in Toronto, where we welcome you back. And welcome back to this Game 7 as we get back into the action. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
And I'll tell you, his work on the blocks in that first half is really impressive.
Well, he made them pay down there. Uses his size and body well to score close to the bucket.
The 76ers shooting has been brilliant in this game, 67% from the floor. Kyle Lowry and Danny Green are the guard tandem. Leonard and Ibaka are the forward pairing. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. And it's Lowry with the ball, brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. Leonard, that's for 2. Money from the wing. Leonard's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Raptors. 76ers trailing. And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Dishes it to Redick. Philadelphia moving the ball around. On the left block. Tries again. And Embiid finishes inside. Embiid's got it all tied up now for the 76ers. Toronto's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Covington against Leonard. In the corner, Ibaka with it. To the inside. Valanciunas in the high post. No one covering. Valanciunas has got 12 points in the game.
Well, Kevin, it takes great confidence in catch-and-shoot situations, and you can see how comfortable Valanciunas is in that opportunity.
Embiid dishes to Covington. Outside, Simmons. Kicks it to Embiid. Over Valanciunas. And the shot goes in from Embiid. 6 points for him.
Yeah, great execution there. The turnaround, such a difficult shot to defend.
Leonard trying to break free. Valanciunas, good.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Here's Simmons. Makes it off the glass.
So the quickness, the size, and the speed of Simmons really breathtaking, especially when he's dribbling the rock.
And the Raptors call time here.
Yeah, just hitting a reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
I think sometimes that's all it takes, right? We'll see if it helps them moving forward in this one.
Now he's checked in for the Raptors. White comes in for Danny Green. And the 76ers also making a change. Muscala's checked in. Now here is Lowry. He's got 6. It's stolen by Fultz. To Redick. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got 4 assists in the game.
Hey, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the Talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm with the extra space. Pass it to Embiid. Over Ibaka. Embiid, no good. The Raptors have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. And Kawhi Leonard hit this slam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now Fultz. For 3, Covington hangs home the trifecta. Covington's got his first 3 points of the game. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
And Wright kicks to Leonard. To Wright. And the pass to Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From outside the arc. And he's good on the 3-ball. Leonard's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, you've got to look at this guy's shooting as one of the main reasons they've been able to build this lead.
Timeout called the 76ers. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
He's really a one-man wrecking crew down low, and with this timeout, they've got to make some adjustments because he's been steady inside.
And the Raptors with some changes. Siakam is checked in for Ibaka. OG Anunoby comes in for Kyle Lowry. And it's Fred VanVleet in for DeLon Wright. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Johnson, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Sharge comes in for Mike Muscala. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Markelle Fultz. Siakam passes to Anunoby. And it's off from three-point range. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out the break. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Leonard kicks to VanVleet. Over McConnell. VanVleet can't get it to go.
Boy, that's a tough miss. Goes well to get himself open and then botches it up.
Pass to Sharge. Outside, Redick. Redick can't get that one to fall.
And so far this quarter, he's been a little off on his game.
Yeah, scoring isn't coming naturally to him right now. Looking a little bit uncomfortable out there.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
The Raptors have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Here's McConnell. 54 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside, Redick. Like it's 6. Yes, that goes in. Redick's got 8 points.
Boy, defender taken out of the play with a rock-solid screen. No way he's going to get through that.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the team.
That's bringing it down hard. 32 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. McConnell with it. And here's Chandler from the arc. And that one is off. Leonard attacking. Pass to Siakam. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And how about the excellent court vision? Just keeping the defense off balance.
I'll tell you, Greg, his passing has been absolutely outstanding. He is threading the needle right now.
exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. The Raptors out in front as they wrap up the third quarter on a 14-5 run. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Thanks for joining us once more as we get set to continue our coverage of the Eastern Conference Semis. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. Taking a look at the 76ers. Dario Saric is out there with Wilson Chandler. And it's T.J. McConnell. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Johnson in at the center position.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
First free throw is good. Jonas Valanciunas is checked in for Pascal Siakam. He hits both from the stripe.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
There's Van Vliet, guarded by Simmons. Miles against Sharp. Miles, that's good. Miles has got the lead up to 7 now for the Raptors. Simmons finds Sharp. Back to Simmons. Passes it to McConnell. It's a nice ball movement here by the 76ers. The shot by Chandler, wide open. The three-pointer, no good.
The defense lost him there, and he should have made him pay.
And here's Green outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And now it's a 10-point Raptor lead.
And you can sense they're starting to take charge here.
Well, they seem to be taking control. There's no doubt about that. Quality shots on every possession with great execution.
And that one's good. Simmons.
And guys, it's just beautiful watching Simmons in screen and roll situations. A manipulative master when it comes to tearing apart the defense.
Here's Van Vliet. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Timeout called the 76ers. And the Raptors with some changes. Serge Ibaka has checked in for OG Anunoby, and it's DeLon Wright in for Fred Van Vliet. And then for Philadelphia, Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Johnson. Robert Covington comes in for Wilson Chandler. And it's Fultz in for Sharp. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Older.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Brett Brown talking with his team. He was not happy with their defensive performance. He said they're getting everything they want. We got to show them we can't let that happen. You have to make a stand. You have to get some stops, and that'll get us going on a run. Guys?
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The 76ers trail by 14 to the left side wing. Embiid dishes to Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
And the variety that Simmons offers is huge. It's pretty much pick your poison with him.
And it's Wright with the ball for Toronto. To the middle, and the dunk by Valanciunas.
And that pattern continues, guys. Another heat check, another log on the fire.
Boy, the opposition has got to feel an avalanche bearing down on them right now. They're wiping them off the floor.
And how about the quick-fire release of Fultz? It is difficult to guard. You know he's thinking about shooting as the pass is coming his way.
And the wide-open shot from Green. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The pass to Fultz to the wing right side. McConnell, the basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got his 6th assist on the night.
Man, this has been fun. I mean, we got two teams dueling down the stretch.
Boy, does it feel to you, Greg, like every single shot is going through the bucket? That's how lethal both of these teams have been late in this one.
Count that bucket. Wright's got 5 points now this quarter.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from McConnell. And the Raptors call time here.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustment.
Well, I'd like to see them mix it up a little bit. You've got to keep the opposition off balance.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Some players rise to the occasion in the playoff spotlight, and some wilt under it. We know which type he is. What a stunning night for him. From 15 feet away, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Boy, I'll tell you, he has plenty of space, but it looked like a little bit of a hitch in that release.
An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Ibaka, and Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Simmons kicks to Redick. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
What a tremendous ability to hit from so far out. It's a big-time 3.
And here's Love. Outside, Green. Pass to Leonard. Stays over Covington. And again, no good by Toronto.
Well, the offense got him the ball in exactly the position they wanted. That's just better defense.
That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Simmons.
Love how Simmons commands the ball, especially in the big moment.
Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 16-4 run. Valanciunas against Embiid. Over Valanciunas. Oh, what a huge basket to tie the game. 8 points for Joel Embiid. Raptors have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Nobody near Leonard. It's good.
That is cold blooded.
What a shot. He had no fear. I love it.
76ers have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the fourth quarter. Really getting it done. It's stolen by Valanciunas. In the corner, Ibaka with it. Outside Lowry. Lets it fire.
The very definition of clutch. Kyle Lowry rises to the occasion.
And this is not a time to be patient with the basketball.
No, you got to act quickly here. I mean, look for the quick score and either a pass, foul, or steal. No option.
Partner, how about the maturation of Fultz? Just exciting to watch. You get the sense he lives for these moments. That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so they foul intentionally. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Well, at this point, a multiple-time All-Star, a member of the U.S. national team at the Olympics in Rio, we'll just call him the gold standard, Kyle Lowry.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And Philadelphia calls time here. They're trailing by 3. 20 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
And right now, you can go for the 2 and then a quick foul.
Or go for the home run.
Well, you've got to be smart regardless of what you choose to do. You shouldn't just heave the 3 if it's not there. Let's see what happens.
Redick for 3. It falls. A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
And the Raptors call time here. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lowry passes to Leonard. Took the long road to get here, but they've done it. They're moving on to the conference finals, Greg, after a thrilling 7-game series and a win here in round 2.
And what a memorable series this was. So fitting that it came down to a Game 7, and now no rest for the weary. They've got to get right back to work.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Jonas, you have a lot on you in terms of patrolling the paint. How do you think you're doing?
I feel good. There is a better game. There is a worse game. But, I'm bringing energy every game. I'm fighting. And my job is take rebounds, set a screens. I'm doing that job.
It's grunt work, but you're good at it. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. It's time for us to say so long. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage during the second round of the NBA Eastern Conference Playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.